For a while, I was going through a really tough time. I had a job that made me unhappy, and I had to do what other people told me to do. I also had difficult people to deal with at work and a rocky relationship. It made me feel really down and like I had no control over my life. One day I was watching videos on YouTube and I found one that caught my attention. It was about a way of thinking called Stoicism that can change your life. It was based on a book written by a smart person named Ryan Holiday. That's when I discovered Stoicism, something I'm extremely grateful for unplanned. I began incorporating its concepts into my daily life, studying more about the subject and reading various books. And that's when my life started to change. After reading lots of books about Stoicism, I really liked it and wanted to tell other people about it. It helped me feel less worried and more peaceful. I started making better choices that matched what I believe in, and I found more meaning in each day. Now I want to teach you about Stoicism and how it can change your life. Let's learn about the basics of this philosophy and how we can use it in our world today. We will talk about some important ideas that can help us live a better and more meaningful life. If you want to learn about these ideas, you can join me in watching this video. It is going to be very interesting and important. We will start by talking about how I discovered Stoicism, which is a way of thinking that helps us become wiser and better people. Stoicism teaches us to focus on being good, in control of ourselves, and understanding things better. It also tells us that even though we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we react and how we see things. This teaches us a powerful tool for dealing with the different problems life throws at us. One important part of this way of thinking is figuring out what we can control, like our thoughts and actions, and what we can't control, like what happens around us and what other people think. Stoicism teaches us to focus on the things we can change instead of wasting our energy on things we can't change. It gives us practical ways to live our lives and helps us deal with stress, worry, sadness, and making choices. Ultimately, it helps us find true and lasting happiness. Let's talk about some really important ideas like being good, being strong, accepting things, and following our own rules. Sometimes life can be really hard and we don't know how to feel calm or be better. This video has some really helpful lessons that can make our lives better and more meaningful. But we have to remember that we have to do the work. The video can guide us, but we have to actually do the things ourselves. So make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to get more helpful tips on how to become a better person using Stoicism. Let's go on a journey together to learn about an old philosophy that can still help us today, just like it helped me. Imagine if you could start your life over and have a fresh start. Would you want to do that? Starting over doesn't mean forgetting about your past. It means learning from it and using what you've learned to create a better future. A wise person named Marcus Aurelius taught us that the things that stop us can actually become the way to succeed. All you need to do is take the next step forward. Nobody can stop you from doing that. Starting something new is like creating a beautiful painting. It's about learning from our mistakes and staying hopeful for the future. The way we react to things shows how we see the world. If we think the world is mean, we act defensive. But if we are kind, our actions show love. Stoicism teaches us to think about life in a clear and fair way, without letting our feelings take over. Sometimes we suffer because we imagine things that haven't happened or only exist in our thoughts. What if we saw every problem as a chance to grow? Stoics believe that challenges are like exercises that help make our spirits stronger. These challenges can lead us to new opportunities and help us grow. Just like fire makes gold purer, tough times can make us better people. That's why I love Stoicism. It teaches us that everything we go through in life can shape who we become. In a book called Meditations, Marcus Aurelius shared his personal thoughts and reminders to live with honesty and meaning. Our thoughts and the way we talk to ourselves inside our heads are really important. It's like having a conversation with ourselves. So, it's important to be kind and friendly to ourselves. This doesn't mean we don't need friends, but it means we should also like ourselves and enjoy being alone sometimes. We should find happiness and feel good about ourselves, even if we don't always have other people around. Sometimes depending too much on others for our happiness can make us feel trapped. Thank you all for your ongoing support and presence. Stay with the Creator.